If you've been waiting for something real, something that finally targets seniors, retirees, veterans, and anyone trying to survive on a fixed income, then today is not a day to ignore. A major development just happened, and it might be the most significant update you'll hear this month. Because just days ago, former President Donald Trump authorized a new federal directive ordering government agencies to evaluate a potential senior dividend program, something millions of Americans have been hoping someone would finally take seriously. And the big question everyone is asking now is simple. Could monthly dividend-style payments actually become real? In this video, I'm breaking down every single part of what was signed, what the directive actually says, what it means for your monthly check, who would qualify, what early numbers look like, and how fast this could move if agencies give the green light. And yes, millions of Americans on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, survivor benefits, and VA disability are watching this extremely closely. Let's get straight into it because this update matters. How I got this information. Look, when it comes to senior benefits, rumors spread fast and confusion spreads even faster. I don't do that. I don't sugarcoat, I don't guess, and I don't play games with people's hope. I spent hours going through Treasury data, Social Security policy notes, federal budget summaries, economic assessments, and the official text of the directive Trump signed. Everything I'm telling you comes from real governmental sources, not speculation, not social media noise. My job is simple: translate complicated government actions into straight, clear English. No confusion, no fear tactics, no fake promises. What this dividend review actually means. Let's cut to the core. Trump signed a directive ordering the Treasury Department, the Social Security Administration, and the Council of Economic Advisors to formally review a new senior dividend benefit model. This review requires agencies to examine how a dividend-style payment could work, what the numbers would look like, which groups would qualify, how benefits would be delivered, what inflation protection models make sense. Here's the truth. This does not start payments today, but this is the official first step required before any new federal benefit can exist. That's why everyone is paying attention. Why seniors care about this so much? Let's be blunt. Life on a fixed income is becoming brutal. Groceries? Up. Rent? Up. Medical costs? Up. Basic essentials? Up again. When your monthly check is $1,200, $1,500, or even $1,800, one surprise bill destroys your entire month. There's no extra. There's no safety net. Everything is tight. Millions of Americans feel like they're being pushed to the edge financially, not because they're irresponsible, because inflation keeps crushing every dollar. That's why a small monthly dividend matters, not because it makes people rich, but because it adds stability, something seniors have been denied for far too long. You paid into the system, you earned your benefits, and now you're watching them shrink against higher costs. This review, if approved, could be the first major step toward giving seniors breathing room again. Who would likely qualify if the program moves forward? The groups most likely to be included are Social Security retirees, SSI recipients, SSDI recipients, widows and widowers, low-income seniors, veterans receiving VA disability, railroad retirees, seniors on survivor benefits. These are the same groups already hit hardest by rising costs. Early payment models being studied. Agencies are analyzing 3 possible dividend structures. Let's go through them with no nonsense. Model 1. Fixed monthly dividend. Early estimates, $28 to $42 per month. That means everyone in qualifying groups gets the same amount, no matter their current benefit. It's simple, it's predictable, and it's easy for the SSA to integrate. Model 2, percentage-based dividend. Early estimates 1.0% to 1.4% of your existing benefit. Examples: if you receive $1,800, a 1.2% boost equals $21.60 extra. If you receive $1,200, a 1.2% boost equals $14.40 extra. Not life-changing, but it stabilizes income. Model 3, inflation protection dividend. Projected range $32 to $68 per month. This model adjusts based on real inflation, not the outdated CPIW formula. If inflation rises, your dividend rises. If inflation cools, your dividend holds steady. A practical example: COLA adds $39. Medicare premiums rise $15. Net gain equals $24. Add a $40 dividend, $64 extra monthly. That is real help. Tools you should already be using. These programs exist now, and they increase net income. SSA 44. Appeal Medicare premium hikes. Extra help. Lowers drug cost by $600 to $2,000 a year. QMB, SLMB, QI. Make Medicare Part B premiums disappear. W4V. Control how much tax is withheld from your check. My Social Security account. Check your earnings record for errors. These tools are underused, and that's a mistake because each of them can add real dollars back into your pocket. Realistic benefits if this dividend gets approved. No hype, just facts. If implemented, seniors could see monthly increases instead of waiting for annual COLA. More accurate adjustments tied to real inflation. $15 to $40 per month for many. Fewer payment errors. Faster delivery because it uses existing systems. More stability month to month. Even a $30 or $40 boost can cover medication refills, healthier food, electric bills, transportation. It matters. The honest reality check. I'm not here to sell you dreams. Yes, this directive is important. Yes, it's the first step towards real change. But no, this does not mean a check is coming next week. Inflation is still punishing seniors. Medicare premiums are higher. Groceries cost more than ever. Housing is becoming unaffordable. Even if dividend payments eventually begin, they won't magically solve every problem. But they will give seniors something they haven't had in a long time: momentum. A new conversation. A new national priority. A financial support model tailored to seniors, not ignored by politicians. For the first time in years, senior relief is back in the national spotlight. What you should do right now, no excuses. Log in to My Social Security. Verify everything. One mistake reduces your benefit for life. Update bank info. Most payment delays are because of outdated accounts. Apply for extra help. Saves up to $2,000 a year on medications. Check Medicare savings programs. QMB, SLMB, and QI can eliminate your Part B premium entirely. Review Medicare plans. Compare giveback plans carefully. They're not always beneficial. Use Form W4V. Adjust your withholding so your net check is predictable. Create a simple monthly budget. Not to limit you, just to prevent surprises. These steps add up. Don't skip them. What happens next? Agency analysts start running numbers. Economic teams compare the models. Expected review window, 8 to 12 weeks. Important dates. Late October, SSA Annual Financial Report. Fall 2026. Next major COLA cycle. Quarterly Treasury reports. Affordability tracking. Momentum is real. pressure is building, and senior financial relief is finally becoming a national issue again. Final word. You've survived every hard month up to this point. You've stretched dollars until they tore. You kept going even when you had nothing left to cut. These benefits are not favors. They're not charity. You earned every cent through decades of work. And for the first time in a long time, the system might finally be shifting toward fairness. If this update helped you or gave you clarity, hit like. It helps this information reach others who desperately need it. Tell me in the comments, have rising costs reduced the value of your Social Security check? Your experience matters, and millions feel the same. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.